Hi, my name is Devin, if you don't already know who I am. I go by Devin Breann-Claire on this YouTube channel, and I have for at least a few years now. I started this channel when I was 15 years old, right before COVID hit in my freshman year of high school. And I'm 19 now and just finished my first year of college. I'm making this video because I know that I would have really appreciated seeing a video like this when I was going through everything, and I just want to open up a little bit about my experiences. And I'm going to be completely honest with all of you. I have no script. I did not plan this. I'm not reading off of anything. This is literally just coming from me. I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I just wanted to make a video like this because I know that there are people out there who need it. This is not what I normally do. I'm a music channel. All I do is normally just covers, musical challenges, anything that I've done over the years. Sometimes I even write original music. This is not going to be one of those videos, but there's a reason. I know that there are people out there who would really appreciate seeing this, so I'm gonna do it. It's crazy to me to think how much things have changed in the span of a year. Because 1 year ago, May of 2023, I was so not in the place that I'm in right now. And I know that sounds so cliche. Everyone says that. Like, of course you're not the same person you were as when you were in high school. But, I mean, really, over the span of a year, I can really see how prominent that change has been. And it's exciting for me because right now I am doing things that I genuinely never thought I could do in high school. College, that is a whole other thing. You know, starting college, I wanted nothing to do with it. Every time the subject would come up, which it did frequently throughout my senior year, of course, as I was applying, deciding where I wanted to go, visiting colleges, it came up a lot. And pretty much every time it came up, I would just try my best to block it out and ignore it. I was scared of change, and change is not something I've ever been fond of. I think for a lot of people, change is not the most desirable. This was a huge change for me that I was really not certain that I would be able to take on. And that's why I tried to avoid it so much. I mean, even when I went to my orientation in July, like a month before going to college, I didn't want any part of it. I really didn't. Moving into college was hectic because I was so busy over the summer. So I was packing in like small spurts of time that I could find. And I literally went from vacation to coming back home for like an hour to load the car and then moving into college. And so just how hectic that transition was really stressed me out. And I mean, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I really was convinced that it was going to be too much for me and that I wouldn't be able to handle it, that I would miss home too much, and just everything like that. I thought that everything was going to go wrong, everything was going to be bad. And then it wasn't. I mean, I finished my first year of college. I am back home now, yes, but it feels good. It doesn't feel like high school. It doesn't feel like I am in the same place that I was before I left home for college. It feels like I am the happy and healthy version of myself that I have always wanted to be. And I know that sounds so cringy and so cliche, but I mean, that's really what I feel like. I do things for me now. I don't think so much about what other people will think of me. I don't tell myself that I don't deserve things. I do things not because they're expected of me, but because I want to and because they align with my own ambitions. And where did I learn how to do that? College. I'm not saying that college is always guaranteed to give you these skills, but the way I managed my time and utilized my resources at my college, that's what I got out of it. And as someone who did just finish a year of college, I would love to provide some advice to those of you who are thinking about college, just starting out with your journey. I have some things that I could say. Obviously, there is a lot to cover, but I just want to mention a few things that I feel like really stuck out to me. The first being, never ever be afraid if you don't have a plan or if you change your plan. There is nothing wrong with that. I mean, I went into college majoring in psychology, and that was it. I was a psychology major. Fast forward to the end of my first semester, I was a psychology major with a sociology minor that I added. Then I ended my second semester as a dual major in psychology and criminology, which is what I'm currently doing now. So don't be afraid of change. I never thought I was gonna double major. I wasn't even really considering a minor that much, but then I liked my minor enough that I wanted it to be my major. Sociology with the concentration in criminology. I really like both of these fields, and I really appreciate what the workers are able to do. And so if I want to give myself more opportunity, why can't I do both? And I haven't been happier about it. Another thing is, genuinely, prestige is not everything. It really isn't. I started in the honors college at my university, and after the first semester, I dropped out of it because it just wasn't worth my time. It was honestly holding me back more than anything, and if I were still doing that, I would not have been able to do the double major and take the classes that I want to take. So there's nothing wrong with not caring about prestige in college, because it really isn't everything. Another thing I would say is you're not gonna find your people right away, and that's okay. There are going to be times where you're extremely lonely. I mean, my first semester, I was on the phone with a friend or family member almost all the time, and that's okay, and that's normal. You cannot force a relationship, because if you force it, eventually it will crumble and it will fail because there was no foundation that it was built upon. Just know that if you skip over building a strong foundation of a relationship, it is not going to last. It might for a while, it might feel like it's going well, but eventually you'll realize that you just can't keep it together without the foundation. College, it's what you make it, just like a lot of things in life. And honestly, my greatest advice that I could possibly give is just put yourself out there. Leave your comfort zone, because if there's any time in your life to not be in your comfort zone, it's college. You're going to fuck up. You're going to do things you wish you didn't do. But they're all experiences, and as long as you learn from them, that's all that matters. You will learn things about yourself. You will learn things about other people. You will learn how to live on your own, how to maintain independence, and give it time. You will meet your people, and you will feel valued. I just hope that anyone who decides to start that journey, I hope that it's worth it to you. I hope that you get something out of it. As far as my channel goes, I'm going to continue making music. It might become a little less frequent, especially once I go back to school. No matter what, this is always going to be part of my life. You know, I started this almost 5 years ago now, and I intend to continue it in any way possible. Thank you to anyone who has supported me over the years, and I hope that you will continue to do so. Even though I've changed a lot, I am always going to have my music, and I'm always going to use that and share it with all of you.